Good morning, YouTube. Louie here with the best silver gold deals of Wednesday, December 3rd, 2025. Let's rock. All right, and things getting more expensive. Gosh, what a challenge. Gold up $18 to 4,223, and people looking at fractional because they can't afford a full ounce. Silver up 32 cents to 58.71 in the London spot market. In the futures market, 58.71 versus 59.39. Normal contango, the price of silver in the future, more than the price of spot today. I believe we hit 59.57 or something overnight. And while we had a dip a few minutes ago, looks like we're going to rock back up to that number. Silver seems to have a date with 30, but there's always a pullback, so keep that in mind. Gold-silver ratio at 71.86, on its way, I think, to 65. People asking in the chat room, what would be a good point to trade out silver for gold, if that's your inclination. I think it's 65. I'm going to stick with that, and I think we'll see it. We've got the 10-year yield down 2.7 ticks to 4.061, as I thought the other day. We are dropping. We had an economic release which was bearish just a little bit ago. Dollar also dropping on those lower rates, down 1/3% to 98.95. Copper making a big move here. Hopefully you're on the copper train, and it's up 15 cents to 5.39. We've got platinum up $8 and playing possum in here, but 16.49 is cheap for platinum in my opinion. Gold miners also playing possum. We got a double top, but it is starting to move back up about 1% on the GDX to 82.39. And some people are calling for dramatically higher numbers in these gold and silver miners. The SIL also playing possum here, up about 0.5% to 77.46. But an interview I saw with, oh gosh, who was it? I want to say Steve Hanke, but I may be getting that name wrong, talking about the relationship of miners to spot price, and we are nowhere near that relationship. In other words, miners are not moving as aggressively with spot price as they have on the last couple of breakouts. So I'm hearing predictions of $100 on the SIL. And I keep my positions very, very small in all the silver and gold miners. That way I get to have some fun watching it. I buy on the dips, I sell on the rips, but I'm not making any big money there, but that way you don't get hurt. Believe you me, I mean, these miners could be back to 47 tomorrow. And I see no reason for that, but a lot of people get hurt in the miners, so keep those positions small, guys. In the economic calendar for the 3rd today, we had the unemployment report. Now, I don't know why we had the unemployment report. It was not I don't think it was the ADP employment report. I think it was the government unemployment report. Anyway, long story short, maybe it was ADP. Very, very weak. Lots of people losing their jobs. Employment dropping in the United States, which should bring yields down, and in a normal world, that would be bullish for gold and silver. Lower yields, lower dollar, higher metals. Typically, not always, a lot of those relationships have broken down as metals have been rallying so hard. Also not unusual to see a higher dollar and higher gold and silver prices. So don't go only by that. But dollar falling today, rates falling today. In the pre-market, we are almost out of the extreme fear category. Dow futures up 105, S&P up 19, NASDAQ up 55 as the markets try to get their mojo back. The big surprise to me and maybe others was Bitcoin put a move on. Boy, was Bitcoin moving. It's up $13,000 in the last week or two, at a low of 80, I believe, now at 93, having put on the majority of that move in the last couple of days. So Bitcoin is sniffing out a rally here. I don't think it's proved itself yet, But the whales have decided it's time to stop selling on you, and now they've started buying again. But I don't own any, okay? Just so you know. Here we're on the website, bestsilvergolddeals.com, and welcome new members, subscribers, and people just passing by. If anyone would please give me a thumbs up here, I would greatly appreciate it right now. And now to the question of the day before we get on to the best deals I can find anywhere on the internet for anybody who's buying. And I don't know anybody who's buying unless they're finding really, really, really good deals. $60 silver. Who would have thunk it, huh? This is from Ulexite, and she says, "Good morning, Louie. Just when I was sitting here and thinking, when I started stacking, I had a total value number and a total ounce number in mind. I'm still short of fulfilling my total ounce number, but with spots so high, I may be able to stop buying and reach my total value number completely passively." I think a lot of you are in that situation. If you got your 1,000 ounces of silver or more in many cases, you're just riding this wave. It's a confusing feeling. What would you do? Okay, so she's asking, should I stop stacking? I've got all the money in gold and silver that I want, but I thought I should have more ounces. Well, I think that depends completely on your personal situation and what you plan to do with the money, all right, and your age, etc. I think she may be a little bit older like me. But so the deal is, I'm still recommending, even at these prices, 10 to 20% of your total net worth in precious metals. As you get older, I think it's nice to have more of that in gold because it's less volatile. But you may also have other commitments. You may have a mortgage. I have a mortgage and I'm building a payoff account to pay the mortgage off. I'm getting pretty close to that number, but because my mortgage is at 2%, I'm building funds, in my IRA and also over at Monetary Metals. And when it gets up to a significant amount, I'll pay off the mortgage, but 2% is a good mortgage. But nonetheless, you may have, a goal of having, a better car. You may have a goal of having a vacation home. You've got to have something to do with the money. So that's the other thing. So it's very hard to answer your question, but whatever the price is, I still think you ought to be 10 to 20% into precious metals. But that does not mean you can't trade out silver for gold if this ratio keeps dropping, and then ultimately trade out gold for whatever you want to buy with the fiat. Of course, you don't want to hold the fiat. And you also want your IRAs working for you, which I found a way to do that with very limited risk. So, it's a mixed bag, that 80%, have it working for you in the markets. Right now I'm doing 8% in the markets with very little risk, or have it working for you over at Monetary Metals if you want to, have compounding gold with a return, or, pay off that mortgage if you got a high mortgage rate, or take a trip, do whatever you want to do. But in terms of the value, 10 to 20% of your net worth in metals. And there may be a time to reduce that percentage, but I don't think we're there yet. I think GSR would have to be at 65 for me to really start moving stuff around. Let's get on to the deals. Okay, and let's move on. I mean, it is just so hard to recommend buying here. And I've said many times you can buy gold almost any time. So for the gold deals, for you gold buyers, I think you can buy with a good deal. Let's see, what were the good deals? The 5 peso is a good deal. That's a quarter ounce of gold for 1,074 at Monument Metals. The $5 commemorative, I think, was pretty near spot. I don't recall. 1,039 over at APMEX. That's U.S. sovereign gold. I believe we had a deal on random quarter ounce. This is new. 1,078 for sovereign quarter ounce gold. I don't know the condition offhand, but I'd like to have that quarter ounce Krugerrand. I like the Kangaroo. An Onza would be okie dokie with me. I think that's a great deal, so you could buy that. What else we got in the big gold category? Usually the Krugerrand is right around spot. Today that is 42.67, about $20 over Bullion Exchange's spot. The half Krugerrand, can we get that cheap? Half Krugerrand at Safe Haven Metal is thinking. I don't want to wait that long. Oh, here we go. 2,155. That is $4,300 melt for the half Krugerrand. But I get that Sovereign, a couple of those Sovereign quarter ounce before I would do that. And just moving on, the third ounce platinum has been a good deal. Now it's 578. I think you could buy that. If you want to diversify some of your gold holdings into platinum, I've done that. The 25-gram platinum pack is $15.86. I think that's a good deal as well. Silver Eagles at $2.99 over spot. So they're moving out their backdate Silver Eagles over at Monument Metals. I think you could buy that today. We'll look on eBay, try to get it cheaper. And I would not buy the culls. They're too expensive here. Moving on to Maples, they'll be about 61. All these Sovereign coins will be about 61, except for the Philharmonic, which will be a little under 61. We'll get a better deal on eBay on those. Over at Costco, people are picking up lots of gold and silver. I heard the Silver Eagles were up in the chat room. And come on, Costco. Okay, we got the gold Dragon Bar, $42.49 smoking price. We've got the silver Liberty Bar at $6.09, great price. We've got the 25-gram gold pack at $3,500. I'll let you do the math on that, but that may be something you want to do, either for resale or for gold barter. Fractional premiums are only going to go up if this rally continues. And we got a Liberty Bell bar, and we got more fractional gold. We've got a flower bar from PAMP. What else? Yellowstone Cowboy. Ooh, Cowboy Bar. All these, God, they got a lot of gold up. I'm not seeing the Silver Eagles. But now in Costco, you need the Executive Club membership if you buy a lot of gold or silver. Pick that up for $130, and then, pick up your paper towels and toilet paper there. Save money on that. But nonetheless, that's $130. You get 2% back when you make a purchase. Then use your highest rebate Visa credit card when you check out from Costco. I would use my Wells Fargo 2% card. In the chat room, there's a recommendation for the Venmo credit card, default to Costco, and you'll get 3% cash back. So some of you check that out. I don't know anything about Venmo or their Visa card, but check that out if you want to try to goose that up to 5% cash back. That would be like 2 home runs in a row. If you could get 5% back. So check out that Venmo Visa card and let me know your thoughts. I may get one of those, but I got so many cards. I don't want to ruin my credit rating. That's Costco. So you can buy there today if you're buying gold and even silver. Junk. Well, junk is just, it's a story. I don't know. It's under spot here at 40.6 times face at Monument. I'd still like you to pay $3 to $4 under spot. We'll try to do that on eBay. Yesterday we struck out, so man, I don't know. Here we've got random Sovereign silver coins. Probably be beat up, but at Summit Metals they are, oh my God, 64. Whoa, did they raise the price on that? I missed that one. Hope you got in on that deal. I bet they raised the price on their 10-ounce bars too. No, the 10-ounce bars are still a deal at $5.93. I think they'll change the price on that shortly. So if you want to pick up some silver, generic silver bars, nothing wrong with 10-ounce bars, guys. And the kilo and the 100-ounce bar are going to be a little over spot. Click the links on my website. You'll get all these deals. Don't forget to subscribe to the 2026 Congratulations set. I think it'll be a good flip. At least, I don't know, you ought to be able to pick up a free Silver Eagle from doing that if you resell or flip. Okay, now we're on eBay. We're going to try to get some better deals. First, the sorts here are engineered from lowest to highest. And let's see if the culls come up. Okay, here's some spotty Silver Eagles at 50. Let me do the math because these new numbers are blowing my mind. 1237 for a tube of culls. 1, 2, 3, 7, and any imperfections on a Silver Eagle make it a cull, in my opinion. Divided by 20, first price is going to be $61.85 times 0.97, and that'll give you culls at 59.99. I'll pass on that. Let's look for BUs. Boy, slim pickings out here. BU 1232, that is a big seller, pretty good feedback. 1247. 1247 for BU backdate Eagles. 1247 divided by 20. First price per Eagle 62.35 times 0.97 is going to be 60.47. I think that beats the dealer by a little bit. Let's check it out just a little bit. Where are those Silver Eagles? 60.47 versus a Silver Eagle price of 61.45. Save $1. Okay. It's $1. If you got to buy Eagles, you'll be getting them for a couple bucks over spot. And I do think you ought to have 25% of your silver stack in Silver Eagles. Trust me on that one. Okay, and watch these premiums escalate if we hold in here. Personally, I still think we'll have a pullback. I thought so. I thought we'd be in that 54 to 58 range. Now we look to be more like the 54 to 60 range, maybe 55 to 60 range. I don't know. Silver, it just seems to want to touch 60. I would guess, I'm just guessing here, and I'm not buying today, but I would guess it would breach 60 by a little bit. Break some stop purchase orders, and then come back to maybe 58. But I'm really guessing here. These are just, once in a decade moves that we're having. You new guys don't think this is normal. This ain't normal. We did have half-ounce rounds somewhere at spot. Oh, I think it might have been at APMEX, and I forgot to look it up this morning. But if you know, put it in the notes. Put it in the comments below. I thought somewhere there were half-ounce rounds at spot. 999 rounds, not constitutional. And there's an advantage to 999 over constitutional. Dealer buybacks are much better for that. Let's see, half-ounce, 100 half-ounce ball. I don't even know what that is. Let's see, we've got 132 grams. I don't know what that is either. Let's go to Cull Eagles. 61.48 out the door, about 60. No, thank you. Let's get some. They're Mystery Eagles at 63, about 61.50. Oh no, no good deals there. The dealers, I don't know. They may not want to give up their Eagles. Good luck finding a 2025 after we get into 2026. Remember how low a mintage year 2025 is. I could be wrong about that. I'm not wrong about the mintage, I don't think. I could be wrong about the premiums. But that's why I liked those $52 2025s. And watch the premiums come up on those. Okay, let's do maples. And they have been sky high lately. Here's a tube of maples, 25 to a tube. This one here. What do we got? We got a mid-sized seller, pretty good feedback. 1540 is going to be the price, and they are 2014's pre-shield guard. Keep that in mind. 1540. My chart, I'm off the chart again on the high side. Divided by 25, your first price is 61.60 times 0.97 with the PayPal or the American Express Everyday Cash Card. Check out their PayPal. You'll be at 59.75. So you'll be, about the price of a Philharmonic, but you'll be getting a maple. But that is pre-shield guard. And the next one up is 15.50 for a Mint Direct tube. Oh, that's not bad. Those are nice tubes. This is a 2018. That'll be shield guard. He's only got one left. And that will probably beat the dealer by a little bit if you like those Mint Direct tubes. I have no idea why people do, but they pay more for them. And that is the maples. Let's just go down to the kangaroos, the absolute ugliest coin the Perth Mint makes and the worst quality. And those are 1572. The maples were 1550, more for the kangaroos. Let's go on to the Krugerrands. Those are going to be 1568, more than the maples. Let's do the Philharmonics. Those are going to be about, that's a tube of 10, 63.40. How about a tube of 20? 62.25, about 60.75. No, that does not beat the dealer. Strikeout. Let's see if somebody is selling their junk. Dealers are paying $9 back a spot for junk, and don't you think for a minute that's going to hold. If FOMO comes back to the silver market, then watch junk disappear. And then the refiners will start melting it again, and you just got to wait for the swing. So if you're going to buy junk, do not sell it. Okay, 39 times face. I don't like those slicky walkers. Let's do the 39 times face. Somebody just bought it. Sold my Sterling flatware yesterday. $3,000 worth of Sterling flatware. Sorry, Grandma. Anyway, I mean, I'm not, it's just taking up room. The kids don't want it. So, you may want to look around your house for things that you don't want, don't need. Because if you pass that on to the kids, they're just going to take it to the LCS and get ripped off. Here's Washington Quarters at 40 times face. I think I showed you this yesterday. Could have been cheaper yesterday. Let's do the math on this. 40 divided by... Oh, wait, we got to do 40 times 0.97 with a good credit card. 38.8 times face divided by 0.715. $54 melt. Well, that's very nice. That's $5 under spot, guys. So I would consider buying that, actually, myself. He's got six available. You could get over the $2,000 price limit. So heavy hitters or medium hitters, you can buy that one right there, right now. Okay? Okay, we found something good. Good for us. Let's get on to, I'm going to skip the big lots. It ain't going to be that cheap. I'm just going to skip the numismatics, go on to the kilos. And the kilos, 1865. Good seller, good feedback, 1875 with shipping. At Talaprezzo, is that a 4.9s bar? No, that's a 3.9s. Anyway, I've melted those. They're nothing special about those bars at all. You could polish that up if you wanted to. So let's do the math. 1875, 75 times 0.97. You know the drill. 1818, next price, divided by by 32.15. And your out-the-door price is $56.57 for a kilo. Great price there. Okay. People are selling today. Nothing wrong with that at all. That's probably pretty close to the buy price at the dealers. Your buy-sell spread will be zero on that. Oh, that's nice. Okay, we got two. How about the Hyundai? We get a good... No, not the vintage. I ain't looking at vintage today. But if you're not buying anything, you can always scroll the vintage and find a good deal on that. Those premiums will increase over time. 100-ounce bar, 59.55, 59.37, 59.48, 59.48. Okay, out the door, it's going to be 58. Well under spot. Very nice, very nice. But go with the kilo or the junk. All right, let's get on to the gold. And while I was blabbing, I see the stock market reversed. Looks like market headed down now. I'm not sure if there was news or something on that. Metal's still strong. Let's do the 1/10 random gold today. What do you say if you just want a little gold in the stack? 425, too good to be true. 19 feedback seller. 1/10 ounce Cook Islands. Stay away from Cook Islands, guys. Let's see. We've got the Gold Spirit Bear. That looks like a mid-size seller. Pretty good feedback. Oh, and it's a little bear. Looks like it's been beat up a little bit. 449, 455, and then 455 minus about 15 bucks. Puts you at about 440, about 4,400 melt on that. Yeah, let's keep going. Let's go right to the quarter-ounce Gold Eagle. We've been making money on this. Quarter-ounce Gold Eagle. This is a zero feedback seller. Forget that. 11. Oh, there's the Gold Nugget. 1141. Good seller. 1141 minus 30 bucks. So about 1110. That would be about 44.40 melt for that Gold Nugget coin. Okay, how about a Gold Eagle? Oh, 1149 for a Gold Eagle. And it's going to be BU, good seller, great feedback, zero. Oh, there you go, 1149. On this one, you're going to take $33 off. You'll be at 11. 16, 20, 34, 11.16 compared to the Delio. The Delio is going to charge you, and remember, you pay up for those quarter eagles, so let's get the best deal on those if that's your preference. 11.16 versus a dealer price of 11.21. Oh no, we only saved $5. Okay, well, eBay raising their prices on gold, huh? Oh man, let's go to a Buffalo. A Buffalo 44.75. Let's check you out. And are they BU? Yes, they are. Big seller, good feedback, free shipping. Nice little Buffaloes there. 44.75. On this one, you take $150 off. You'd be at 43.25 on a Buffalo. The Delio charging 43.25 after that credit card rebate. Use the PayPal card for that one. American Express does cap out. Where'd my Buffy go? Where's my Buffy? 43.25 versus the dealer price of 44.13. Home run on the Buffalo. And you never see these on Costco anymore, so you could pick up this Buffalo right here. Oh man, 3 of them. Buy all 3. Got a lot of money. Yeah. There you go. And of course, the Buffalo has one of the highest buy-sell spreads, so save money if that is your preference. That is a 999 coin, or it might even be 49s. I think it's a 49s coin. It will scratch. Put that right in a capsule. But that is the penultimately United States sovereign gold coin, and carries a higher premium than the Gold Eagle. So why not save $100 on it? All right, we did good. Oh man, I don't think I'm going to beat that commemorative price. 10.58 on a commemorative, minus 3%. Platinum Noble, just for the hell of it. Not a half ounce, a whole ounce Platinum Noble. And I do think you ought to have a little platinum in the stack. 17.87. Oh, that seems that's kind of pricey. There's my eBay store, The Thrill of the Find, found here. Okay, if you want to check that out, I'm back open. And the bars I pour, if you're looking for a bar, let me know if you want my Snowman bar this month. Channel members, or anyone, at $2.50 over spot for channel members, plus $5 shipping. Be happy to pour you a channel bar today. And what else we got? There's Precious Metals Verifier. That's the bomb. Vacuum sealer is instrumental. Before you buy the verifier, buy the vacuum sealer. You're really going to thank me down the road, because if you're stacking for the next 10 years, please vacuum seal your stuff. No, it won't prevent milk spots, but it will keep your it'll keep your silver shiny, and well, that's important when it comes to stuff like Silver Eagles and whatnot, if you want to capture those premiums on the way out. All right, what else we got? We got the Amex card, love it. The PayPal card, love it. Quicksilver card is a good card because they have kicker deals that work for non-precious metals. And here is the Saver card, my new favorite card, 3% cash back, love it. Monetary Metals, great outfit. I'm really benefiting from my account now because it's compounding. So there you go. Great alternative to GLD, guys. Okay, but not an alternative to physical gold in your possession. That is for damn sure. So just go ahead and, as you buy gold, you can you set up your account. Yeah, the minimum is 30 grand, but then you can incrementally increase your gold holdings. And your gold holdings at 3 to 4% a year every, I don't know, what does that take? 5 into, that'd be, I don't know, every 20 years you're going to naturally have more. You're going to have double the amount of gold if you're a long-term holder. Okay, let me move on. I still like this fighter jet here. I think that's a great Christmas present. And the price today is still $145 at bullion exchanges. It's a goofy little thing, but boy, oh boy, bet my son would like that. Yeah, he'd probably like that. Christmas, God, you got to raise money for Christmas, right? Well, if you got to sell, you got to sell. I'm not going to do the picks of the day. I'm just going to say thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for subscribing if you want to see these every day. I'm sponsored by No Bullion Dealer, so there's no bull here, just, my human opinion. I can be wrong. It's not financial advice. And thank you for the cups of coffee. I do appreciate you guys, and for joining the membership and being in the inner circle. I'd like to help you any way I can. So, yeah, you got an angel on your shoulder here. All right, guys, that's all. all I got for you today. And the chat room, if you really want to scrap in there and try to get the best deals, screw GovMint out of a couple of pieces of silver, then, use the discount codes, etc. I prefer you not mess around with the vultures, the modern coin marts, the GovMints, anything on Facebook Marketplace, Reddit, Instagram. It, you know, you can do it if you want. You can go to garage sales. You can meet a guy in a back alley that wants to, buy your gold or sell your gold. You can do anything you want, but I find this stuff to be a distraction. So I like to stay mainstream, point click buy. But there are so many ways these guys are saving money. So do check out the chat room. They're all working for you right there. Okay, that's all I got for you today. Thank you so much. And we'll check spot price one more time. One more time. Oh no, is it down? Gold up 15, silver down 16 cents. I'd love to see a pullback to 54. Honest to God, for you new guys, this is shockingly difficult to buy. But as I've said, I would not wait to buy gold. I think gold's going to 5,000. Silver, it ought to correct off some number, maybe a round number, 60. When it gets too far from the moving average, which is probably, I don't know, around 50 or over 50 now, there ought to be a pullback in silver at some point. But this industrial silver imbalance is really sucking all the silver into China and India. And there just ain't enough silver. So if you believe in the long-term story, then, you could buy right here. I do think we'll hit 65. I think we could hit 75. Anything above that is wishful thinking, and that could happen as well. Okay, guys, I'll see you later, alligator.